Are you social? If we think about it, we are all social in some way. Social media's apps distribute a misconception that keeping up with the latest trends, getting hundreds of likes, and knowing what is going on in our friends' lives is social. Research has shown that social media's impact on our brains makes it dangerously addictive. In fact, a study demonstrated that the mere presence of a smartphone has a brain drain effect that significantly reduces people's attention span and decreases available cognitive capability. Don't get me wrong, I love my iPad and phone, and they are great tools, but sometimes communicating with your friends face-to-face instead of typing through your device enriches the social experience. Technology is such a big part of our life that a person texts someone to come to their room, and that person is in the room next door. When you talk in person, you can use facial expressions, body language, tone of voice, and inflection. Questions can be asked and answers can be given immediately when talking in person. Seeing a person's reaction helps you know how to clarify appropriately. Emotions are nearly impossible to interpret through messaging, and talking doesn't hold your emotions hostage because you don't have to wait for a reply. With talking, there's no waiting, and it's more natural to show compassion to a person than a device. Talking makes it difficult to ignore, and did you know an average adult spends around 2 hours and 30 minutes per day on their device in the US, and an average kid spends around 7 hours on a device, including school time. When you are not socially active, you won't be developing your cognitive fluidity, which is what makes us unique as humans. The term cognitive fluidity describes how a modular primate mind has evolved into the modern human mind by combining different ways of processing knowledge and using tools to create a modern civilization. This stifles the development of your social intelligence and emotional intelligence. Social intelligence is the capability to oneself and to know others. When humans communicate in person, we pick up many cues and signals such as body language, eye contact, touch, and even vocal tones that provide layers of information. Cognitive fluidity allows meaningful relationships and interactions to emerge from these sensory cues. This development is impeded when we communicate primarily using devices. The addictive nature of devices has caused us to focus on information and trends, which machines can comprehend rather than emotions, which is what makes us different than machines. Kids like me, who were born in the 21st century, were raised with iPads in schools. Kids who are too addicted to screens tend to get socially awkward, let alone other health risks. Many kids have IBFs, or internet best friends, through Instagram or Snapchat, and these people could be fake or just scammers. But to these kids, they are their best friends. Loads of research indicates that the more time a child spends using the internet, the less healthy the parent-child relationships becomes. Similarly, adults have many reasons to go on their devices, but they still mostly use it for social media. Adults might need their computer for work and a phone for calling. An average adult spends 58 minutes per day just on Facebook and spends 53 minutes on Instagram. Many adults have jobs that require a device, and at times devices could be helpful, but when you misuse them, they can be a huge distraction. As we go through the digital era, increased screen time use cannot be stopped. We must make a conscious effort to understand screen's effects on us and to develop our social intelligence despite screen. So please balance out the time you spend on your phone and iPad and start hanging out with your family and friends. It's good for you and for everyone. Thank you.